Morning. It is time for math for Wednesday, May 27th. Today's lesson, we are going to be working on pages 807 to 810. So you're going to want to go ahead and get those pages ready so that you can do the first part with me, and then you'll finish the rest on your own. So today's lesson is on how to solve measurement problems. So yesterday we talked about how to convert metric units from one unit to another. Today you're going to learn how can you use those conversions to solve problems in the real world. Okay, so we're going to look at example 1. It says math in my world. So it says Lauren lives 2/10 of a kilometer from Alex. Alex lives 3 times as far from Colin's house than Lauren's house. How far away does Alex live from Colin? Okay, so we're finding out the distances between some friends' houses, right? And so that's what the problem is about. So let's look at the math information that we have. So we have the math information that Lauren lives 2/10 of a kilometer away from Alex, okay? And then we also know that Alex lives 3 times as far away from Colin's house as from Lauren's house. So now the question is, how far away does Alex live from Colin? So what we need to do is we need to find 3 times 2/10 because that's how far away Alex lives from Colin. Okay, 3 times as much as 2/10. So we could use a number line to solve this problem. And we can do that by starting at 0, and then we're going to make 3 jumps of 2/10. So if I jump 1 jump of 2/10 gives me 2/10. Another jump gives me 4/10, and then one last jump gives me 6/10. So 3 times 2/10 equals 6/10. So Alex lives 6/10 kilometer from Colin. Okay, now we can check that by using a second way. And so another way that we can do it is we can convert 2/10 from a decimal into a fraction because we already know how to multiply by a fraction. So 2/10 as a decimal is equal to 2/10 as a fraction, right? So if we multiply 3 times 2/10, well, we know 3 times 2 is 6, so it's 6/10, right? And 6/10 the fraction equals 6/10 in words, which also equals 0.66. So the answer is correct. So when you're multiplying by a decimal, you can either use the number line method or you can convert it to a fraction, since we already know how to multiply fractions. Let's go ahead and look at example 2. Okay. Example 2 says, Javier poured 500 milliliters of lemon juice and 2 liters of water in a pitcher to make lemonade. How many milliliters of lemon juice and water did he pour into the pitcher in all? Okay, so this problem is about lemon juice and water poured into a container to make lemonade, right? So here's the information that we had. We have that he used 500 milliliters of lemon juice, right? And we also know that he used 2 liters of water. And the question is asking how many milliliters of lemon juice and water together did he pour into the pitcher. So first we're going to have to take these liters of water, and we have to convert them into milliliters because the question is asking us how many milliliters. So we're going to convert 2 liters to milliliters. And since 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, we're going to multiply the number of liters by 1,000. So there's 2 liters times 1,000 equals 2,000. So 2 liters equals 2,000 milliliters. So that's how much water he used. He used 2,000 milliliters of water, but we can't forget that he also used 500 milliliters of lemon juice. So if we take the 2,000 milliliters of water plus 500 milliliters of lemon juice, that comes out to 2,500 milliliters altogether. So Javier poured 2,500 milliliters of lemon juice and water into the pitcher. All right, number 1 in guided practice. Evelyn is in a relay race with 3 other runners. Each runner runs 1 kilometer. What is the total distance run by all 4 runners? Use the number line. Okay, so it gives us a number line here. So this problem is about running, right? And the math information that we have is that there's Evelyn and there's 3 other runners. So that's a total of 4 runners, right? And each runner is gonna run 1 kilometer. And the question is asking us, what's the total distance for all 4 runners? So we can either add 1 kilometer or 1/10 of a kilometer plus 1/10 of a kilometer plus 1/10 of a kilometer plus 1/10 of a can't talk, 1/10 of a kilometer, or we can multiply 4 runners times 1/10 of a kilometer each. Can't talk right now. Maybe I need more coffee. All right, so I can use this number line. So here is runner 1 gives us 1/10, and then another runner gives us 2/10, and another runner gives us 3/10, and then the last runner gives us 4/10. So the distance run by all 4 runners is 4/10 of a kilometer. So we can write the total distance is 4/10 kilometers. Okay. All right. Number 2, a bag of potatoes has a mass of 4 kilograms. Some potatoes are taken out. The mass is now 2,305 grams. What is the mass of the potatoes in grams that were taken out of the bag? Wow. All right, so this problem is about potatoes. The math information that we're going to use is that at first, the bag was 4 kilograms. And then we know some of the potatoes were taken out. We don't know how much, but we know that what's left in the bag weighs 2,305 grams, okay? And the question it's asking us is, what is the mass of potatoes in grams now that were taken out of the bag? Okay, so I'm gonna make a little diagram here. So the whole bag of potatoes started out to be 4 kilograms. So I'm gonna write 4 kg right here. So the whole thing was 4 kilograms, okay? Now, when they took some out of the bag, right? So this is gonna be the amount that they took out. I don't know how much that is, but I do know that what is left is 2,305 grams, okay? So I'm trying to figure out what is this part, okay? So I know that if I add this part plus this part, it's gonna equal the whole amount. And then the opposite of adding would be subtracting, right? If I take this 4 kilograms and I subtract what was left, it will give me the difference of what was taken out in the first place. All right, but here's another problem. The total is given in kilograms. This is grams, right? So we have to convert first the 4 kilograms into grams. So I know that there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So 4 kilograms times 1,000 each gives me 4,000 grams, okay? Now if I subtract the 2,305 grams that I have left, I'm gonna find out how much they took out. So I cannot subtract 5 ones from 0 ones, and I cannot subtract from the tens, or I cannot regroup from the tens because they're 0, and I cannot regroup from the hundreds because that's 0 also. So I'm gonna take 1,000. So now I'm gonna have 3,000s, and that's gonna give me 10 hundreds. I'm gonna take one of those hundreds, that leaves me 9, and that's gonna give me 10 tens. Then I'm gonna take one of those 10s, that'll leave me 9 tens, and that's gonna give me 10 ones. 10 ones minus 5 ones gives me 5. 9 tens minus 0 is 9. 300 or 900s minus 300s is 6. And then 3,000 minus 2,000 is 1. So that means that they took out 1,695 grams from the bag. So I'm going to write that. 1,695 grams were removed from the bag. Okay. So your job is to read the problems on the next 2 pages and answer them. Make sure you take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher so that you get credit. And I hope you have a really great day. We'll see you soon.